Stacey Wilkins right here, highly rated four-star offensive tackle, came to Fairview High School, number rated 4 player in the state of Arkansas, number 70 rated player in the entire country. Stacey, thanks for your time today, brother. And how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. So Stacey, tell everybody how your recruiting's going right now, and just how the recruiting process is going for you.
It's going good right now and stuff. I'm just weighing out all my options and finding what's best for me in my future. So I'm kind of really sitting in on that and thinking about the future, because when you make a decision, it's a 40-year decision, not a 4-year. So you got to make sure wherever you go, they'll take care of you afterwards and stuff, just in case you don't achieve your NFL dreams and all those sort of things. So.
Yes, sir. So tell us, are you going to still take that official visit to Arkansas on the 27th?
Yeah. Right now, they canceled it because it's I think a clearinghouse rule. So I'm gonna be most likely going up there on an unofficial, and then I'll take an official visit during the season for a game day visit. So.
Heck yeah. So what are you looking forward to on that visit to Fayetteville?
Really just being able to see. I've seen a lot of things up there and stuff that was really good and stuff. Being able to meet the coaches, they're all great coaches and good to sit down and just talk to about anything. So I'm really just looking forward to just seeing the family side and all that and being able to feel good there.
Talk about Coach Morris and your relationship with Coach Fry and just the whole Arkansas staff as a whole.
Well, one thing that was kind of good about this staff and stuff, they're like really, one thing that's really important to them is like family and relationships. So being able to talk to Coach Morris, he's a real cool guy and stuff. And, you know, most head coaches and stuff, you can't really like have a relationship with. Coach Craddock and all those type of guys are like fun to be around and stuff, and they understand where we're coming from and understand that we're kids too and stuff and just not recruits. So that's one thing that's really good.
What do you like most about Arkansas from what you've been around them?
Their coaching staff. I'm really excited to see what they have this year as far as Coach Morris and he brings to the table and all the new guys that are up there. So.
And what do you like most about Oklahoma, and just talk about their staff, how your relationship is with them?
Coach Riley and them, they have a real good relationship, so I'm be going up there for an official for the UCLA game, so just weighing in on those options and then spectating around the campus, seeing what I like, what I don't like, doing pros and cons and all that, and doing research to make sure that I make the best decision for me.
What do you most like about Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, Coach Beatenbow and Coach Riley, you know, like the track records and stuff, all those big Zeus, Big 12 All-American, Offensive Lineman of the Year, those type of things.
What do you feel is most different from Oklahoma than any other school recruiting you?
Track records, and then the coaches, they're all successful and stuff. And then Coach Beatenbow, he's a real good offensive line coach from the guys that he's produced while he's been there. So that's one thing that I was looking at.
And talk about the same with Arkansas. What do you think is the most different from Arkansas than any other school recruiting you?
Their coaches, that's one thing. Usually a school will just offer you and stuff, and then they won't speak to you or whatever, and then they won't like think they can have a relationship. But like one thing about Arkansas is that their coaches, that's one good thing about them, just having their coaches being there for you and stuff. You know, like Coach Fry, I could talk to him about anything. You know, I could call him at probably 12 at night and he'll answer stuff, and we just have a conversation. So that was one thing that I like really love about them.
What do you think about the new stadium that Arkansas is getting this fall?
Well, I think it's going to be nice because the stadium's already loud, so just opening that up and bringing in more space and stuff, have more fans call the Hogs.
And also, what do you think about the new uniforms that the Hogs just released for the season?
That was sick. I like the old school helmet they have, and then the little new uniform edit they did to the jersey and bringing the little stripe up the pants. I think that was sick.
Just from Arkansas as a whole right here, and how they recruit guys like you, what do you think is just really different from them recruiting guys like you, and do you think they do a real good job of what they do?
Arkansas, I think that's yeah, I can say that. They do a really good job recruiting and stuff. Cause like Malik Chavez and stuff, there's like certain schools won't even look at those type of guys, so they like go into like smaller parts of the town and state and stuff and like find the talent that you don't think will be there, and then they offer them and stuff. So that's really good, just helping those kids out and stuff, letting them know that they're being seen.
Now everybody follows you on Twitter and checks your tweets, seems like every hour. So have you made a decision or a set date when you will commit to your school choice?
August 3rd with Caden Roach. I'll be making my decision along with him.
Now, switching over, talking about you now and Camden Fairview High School. First about Camden Fairview, what do you think makes Camden Fairview High School different than any other school in the state?
We got an edge. That's one thing I say, and then the guys we have coming back and stuff, you know, we all won. You know, we just got through working out extra. Come up here at 8, and then we got done probably around 2. Got done working out and stuff. So that's one thing that I can say that we do is that we want it more than everybody else.
Now talk about your strengths on and off the field and what your strengths are, and then also talk about what you think you might could improve on.
One thing I probably need to improve on is my leadership and stuff and being there for everybody and all those things. That's one thing I need to work on. And then another thing is my quickness off the ball. I get off kind of slow, so one thing I want to improve this year is my ball get off coming out of my stance. That's another thing, and I think I'm real good with technique in my hands and finishing through the whistle.
Now, all these schools that are recruiting you, will you play guard or tackle in college?
They all want to recruit me for tackle and stuff. Like right now, I'm probably at about 270, 265 within that range right now. So they want me to keep my athleticism, and then when I get up there, just put on muscle, so I keep my speed and all that. So.
What do you like better, guard or tackle?
I like tackle better because I get to run out in open space and stuff. I'm not like in there by myself, and then I'll have my own island and stuff. For me one-on-one with a guy, so that's one thing that's one thing I hope I can play is tackle in college.
And one final question here for you, Stacey. What will be the determining factor on where you go to college at?
Determining factor will probably be my relationship with the coaches, and then after all my visits and stuff, like me feeling like home there and stuff, you know, like I don't want to be somewhere 4 years and stuff and I don't even like it and I feel like hell. So when I get there, I want to like be able to feel that little, like that energy around me and stuff, like this is home. So that's one thing that would be my determining factor.